Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to be making this vegetarian chili, and I've prepped a lot of stuff beforehand. This is a one-woman operation, so holding this phone and trying to video record can be a feat sometimes, so that's how that goes. I use 2 cans of garbanzo beans, and that's what's in this skillet, and I'm just heating it up, going to get it lightly browned. I use sesame seed oil as a base. I have my secret ingredient spice here that I add to these garbanzo beans, which makes the chili taste like it's got beef in it, and it actually does not have any type of meat byproducts at all. So yes, just trying to get heat through this and just let it brown just a tad, and then I will be transferring it to this large Dutch oven. So I chopped up onions and celery beforehand. Let's see, we have garbanzo beans, red kidney beans, diced tomatoes and green chilies, which is a rotel. There will be a large can of diced tomatoes that will go in here. Not in this pot, but it will, not in this skillet, but it will go in the pot. So that's just kind of sizzling along like how I like for it to sizzle. I'm going to add a little more sesame seed oil. I had added enough just to cover the bottom of the skillet. You can use whatever type of oil suits you, or whatever type of oil that you had on hand. But I like sesame seed oil or walnut oil if you can find it. This chili is really good. I had won the chili cooking contest at my job 3 years in a row. So last year, 2020, we did not have a chili cook-off, so that didn't happen. But the 3 years previous to 2020, I won first place, and everyone that was there, about 25 people, they thought that the chili had meat. This is the second video of this chili. The first video that I made, I lost it, my computer crashed, and still have not been able to get that video off, so I'm making another video. So this is coming along fine. I put these garbanzo beans in a food processor, and I just gently chopped them up so I would get a hamburger consistency. So right now I'm going to add 2 heaping tablespoons of my beef seasoning that I made up. I've made that up previously. A friend that I met last week is a vegan, and she asked me to make this chili, and I told her that I would. So when she gets in this evening, she'll try it, and hopefully she'll like it and comment on it. So I hope everyone is having a good Sunday. I was up and rolling at 7 o'clock this morning. Been to the grocery store 3 times. I walked off and left my grocery list, so had to do this by sight. I just added 1 more tablespoon of the beef flavoring. to the garbanzo beans, and I'm starting to smell it now. And I'm going to turn this heat off. So I will start adding my red beans to this pot. I will be rinsing the cans, but I'm going to be rinsing the cans with some of the juice from the red beans as opposed to water. I'm adding black beans, and you can add whatever type of beans that you prefer. Usually this is what I do. I like beans. I have a large jar of picante sauce, and that's going in the pot. There's a 12-ounce jar of chili sauce, and this chili is amazing. The first time I made it, I could not believe how it tasted. It was just truly amazing. So I don't have to stop this video. I would like to attempt to try to do this with one take. Is put these garbanzo beans over into this Dutch oven. It's coming along perfectly. I'm going to add a little more sesame seed oil to this hot skillet, and I'm going to turn it back on low, and I'll be dumping the celery and the onions in here just so they can get a little translucent and go ahead and cook. Because this chili is not going to have to cook like your conventional chili would. I know some people usually cook it for an hour, hour and a half, so the seasonings and things will go through. You're not going to have to cook it that long. Let's get this pot turned on. I'm going to start it off on high. And I know it looks really thick now, but it'll thin out in a little bit. I'm just mixing it up. Let those seasonings work their way through. So some of what's in the seasonings here is onion powder, garlic powder, little parsley flakes, and some other seasonings. And I have a 28-ounce can of tomatoes that I will be adding. So this will be dinner for a couple of nights, and whatever's left over, I'll freeze it for another time when I have a taste for chili. That's if I don't, end up giving it out. I've put out the call that I was making the chili today, so I might hear from a couple of people, and if I do, that's fine. I'll give it out. No worries. So these onions and the celery is coming along quite nicely. And since you don't have to really cook this chili, I really want these onions to be a little more translucent than what they are right now. So the heat, it will only be under this chili for about 30 minutes. And I've started it off on high, and then I'll turn it down and I'll keep stirring it so it will not stick, and just put a lid on it and walk away. Can't believe how amazing the weather is here in Missouri. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, and 3 weeks ago, half of the country was freezing because of all the frigid weather. And I hope the people in Texas are starting to get back to normal, and I hope that their power and stuff is back on. That was just truly a mess. And I send out healing energies to anyone in Texas that's needing it, because that was, I'm sure, a traumatic event. I understand most of these warmer climate places, a lot of people do not have furnaces because they just don't get the cold weather like this the further south you go. I'm going to put a little of this seasoning on these onions and the celery. Oh, it's smelling wonderful. So I haven't done any videos in a couple of years. Life has interfered, and this one-man operation can be a bit much. You have to get in here and prep your food, and I could not just come in and do it, working every day. So, but hopefully I can get back to making these videos. I have plans to make some date ice cream. Made some a couple of years ago, and like I said, those videos of the food items that I made was on the computer that I had that crashed, so I did not get the opportunity to upload them. So, but check out my other videos. Now I'm going to put some of this juice in from the beans just to thin this out a little bit. Oh, it looks good. I can't wait. Let me take these out. Turn that heat off. So, Goddess Masterpiece, I hope you check out this video. And I wish I was in New York, because I would bring you some vegetarian chili. And I hope the rest of the BBO family checks this video out. And in the description, I will type out the ingredients so you can try this for yourself. So like I said, pardon me with holding the phone and trying to stir. The camera is going everywhere. So I want to taste this and see what it tastes like. Oh, that's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So now I need to add some chili powder. If I can find it. It really doesn't need anything because it's got a nice kick to it right now. But I like chili powder. I don't think it needs any salt. Like I said, it tastes amazing right now. And I'm not going to measure the chili powder. I just kind of go with what I'm feeling at the time. I'm going to shake a little bit in here. But when I write this out, there will be approximations in the description part. So I'm just shaking a little bit. It's probably a tablespoonful. Get that stirred up. So usually what I do when I make this chili, I like to sprinkle a little cheese on top. And I don't generally use crackers. You can use crackers, but I like the tortilla chips to go along with it. This is a little thick, and I might end up splitting the pot and putting it in another pot. But I don't like my chili too thin. Putting water in my skillet. So Alright everyone, this is part 2. The chili has finished heating up and the seasonings have gone through. And as I stated earlier, I don't really care for crackers. I like tortilla chips. So I've put some tortilla chips on my plate and a little bit of Mexican cheese. And I know that that's a meat byproduct. I like cheese and I didn't pick up any vegan cheese. So that's what is going on for me, and I just want to taste this and see how we doing. That's delicious. That is delicious. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this recipe when you fix it. So again, this is Finette Gatewood, and please comment, like, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.